I'm gonna tag everyone on this on the Discord and say, "Come roast Kyle." Let me get a link. I'll get it on YouTube, because why not? Okay,
Apparently
that's
there's
working.
only like 30 minutes left in this session.
Oh, really?
We may have to switch sessions. We may have to switch sessions like halfway through this.
All right, let me follow you.
Don't judge me too hard. It's only my week and a half learning this stuff.
Yeah, I have 0, so no excuses.
You have like 10,000 more hours of practice.
So you have 0?
Huh?
You have 0 hours? Because that's exactly how much I have total.
With this combo, I have maybe 2 hours. With this car, maybe 10 hours. Oops.
I have to remember how to drive this car.
It's completely different than what you last time drove it.
No, I think I drove it. I tested it on week 13, remember? Unless they adapted it again, updated it again. That's not the right line, Kyle.
Yeah, I kind of messed up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more live stream from Almeida Racing Academy. Today, it's time to roast Kyle. You suck, Kyle.
Yes, I know.
Coaching session is done. Bye. So right now, I'm just following Kyle. Kind of seeing all the shit he's doing. And also learn a little bit. Damn, the track is dirty.
Yeah, it is. Too many Kyles on the track.
Oh, you're doing good. I'm only gonna coach you if I can beat your lap time. If not, I'm just gonna leave.
My best time so far is like a 24.6, I think. My optimal is 23.8. Not even close to my best. I suck at turn 1 here.
Let me check. Yeah, you kind of suck. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it all. How's the sound, guys? Can we hear Kyle?
Don't hear me.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm slow, right?
Overslowing a little bit on entry here. Ooh, I went on rails on that curb. Interesting. My car was suddenly on 0 wheels for like 2 seconds.
Off track.
Yeah, I can increase the volume a little bit of the game here if you want. That should be better. Kyle, you have to speak louder.
Me?
Yeah,
Or you can increase my volume.
that's too much work. Speak louder. I'll do that. Okay, first lap done. I expect it to be like P30, and we're P1, P2, P3. And we're only 2 people. Yeah, okay, so you're struggling with elevation changes there, turn 1. You gotta know where the grip is. Find the grip.
Find it all. He ran off.
Yeah, I'm faster than you here too. We're gonna see why. I'm definitely faster than you here.
I get it. You're an 8,000 driver.
No, I'm telling you what we're gonna work on. Chill.
God, hurt my ego while you do that.
That's the fun part. Shit, I got off track. Now come back, now come back. This car is so easy to rotate on this update. It's crazy. I think the lap time is gonna be mostly on like not over rotating it with the pedals, which is what I said when we tested it first time.
It's really fun though.
It's really fun. I don't remember iRacing being that fun for a while. Maybe FF 1600. Okay, so turn 1, you're gonna turn a lot, and then as soon as you get back on power, relax your hands and let it go wide a little bit. But you have to rotate a lot, like mid corner. Not enough. Because you're by the time you get on the exit, the car is still pointing way too much to the left. So it's really like patience. Maybe you're turning in too early, too fast. Like try to get most of the rotation before the wall. And then the exit is going to be way easier. Because the exit is where the grip disappears. Okay, go ahead.
There's a person behind me. Fail.
You just did a Russell.
Just parked you.
Did you just crash? What was he talking about?
I'm going to
me?
catch up, don't worry. Ooh, look up! I killed him. I'm good. Let's go. I didn't know this car doesn't have ABS. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't clip that.
I thought. I thought you driven this thing in real life.
Exactly.
That's a slowdown.
Oh, there's a slowdown there now. Interesting. Yeah, if you throw the rear on change of direction, it really slides so much. But I think that's too much. Like, if you do that, you're just going to overheat the tires.
I need to slow down. There. Had to get rid of my slow down before I got disqualified.
You never get disqualified. What we used to do, like in esports stuff, to not show the lap times, we would just speed on the pit lane, get a black flag, and do the whole practice session with a black flag. All right, so turn in a little bit later, turn one. Get most of the rotation done where the grip is, and then smash the throttle and go straight. Not straight, relax your hands. Better, but not enough.
In terms of turning in later
You can,
or not enough?
you're still like struggling to put the power down because you didn't rotate enough. Like you need still 5% more rotation on entry. Man, this thing sucks. I mean, there's a lot of draft. Was that your phone? Go, go, go.
What?
Trust the downforce here. Turn the steering a little bit more. A little bit too fast this time. But did you feel like there's a little bit more fronts there or no? Just understeer. Well, I was trail braking a little bit too. Your line here is a little bit too Formula 1. This thing has downforce, but not so much. So you still gotta do it like V shape on that corner.
I might have also clicked my tires.
It's all good. Turn a little bit earlier here. Trail brake deeper in this corner. They're still a little bit too wide, I think. Ooh.
Ah,
I caught the dirt when they're braking. Watching you.
might have to get new
Keep going, keep
tires.
going. I want to see if I can catch up. Bro, is that my phone?
No, it's probably my rumbles. Like
Okay.
I have haptics.
No, bro, there's an alarm going off.
Oh, is there? Oh.
Yes, bigode aí.
sorry.
Agora eu sou do mal. Keep going. I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit. Não configurou o botão da viseira. Porra, não deixa passar nada os
I got
caras,
a
velho.
slight green,
Nice.
slight green turn there. 110. I touched the wall a little bit. I'm also drafting, so maybe that's a lot.
Still, keep going, keep going. I was gonna say let's go P1, P2 in the practice, but we're already P1, P2. Ooh, brakes so
I'm
early.
usually like, even though I'm not optimal right now, I'm usually like top 5 in practice.
Nice. Yeah,
But
you seem
when
to
I
be
actually do a
fast.
race- when I do like races, like the top 5 are like in the low 24s, high 23s, and I'm like high 24s, low 25s.
Okay.
When I was doing Okayama, I was like half a second off the top times.
I'm not A class. I'm never A class. I've been in iRacing for like 6 years. I've never been A class.
You don't need it. What does A class give you?
At some point, I was 8.5 KI rating with C class. Only doing Porsche Cup. Come on, Kyle. Don't let me catch up.
I'm trying my best. I have draft though.
Have you watched the motor racing checklist? Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much drift now.
Oops.
And the drift is pretty brutal here. Like I'm like 1 second behind and I'm getting like 2-3 tenths. It's insane. Getting F1 level slipstream on a Formula 4. Oh,
Through El Rouge, are y'all just sitting in 6th gear? You drop in the 5th?
you good or have damage?
Oh, no damage. The guy literally just turned into me.
Okay, keep going.
You just say bro to me? He turned into me.
Through El Rouge, are y'all sitting in 5th gear? Are y'all dropping the 5th coming up the hill, or are you just staying in 6th and riding it out?
I just stay in 6th so you can see my time. This is the best. So take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, these fixed setups
Yeah,
always
like, I
have
mean,
like
I'm doing,
such
like, a
low
327.
downforce on high speeds. Like it just understeers so much. Nice line.
I caught it. I have like no rears right now.
Ooh, dude, there now it slows you down. I always forget that. Alright, keep sending it. You can beat my lap time. Oh, okay, let me go ahead this time. Wait.
Huh?
Wait. Don't start the lap.
What do you mean wait?
I was gonna go ahead of you so you can get draft. Yeah, but now it's too late. Now you're super slow. You didn't need to stop.
You told me to wait. I got new tires. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me get some tires.
let's do that. Follow me this time. Very effective coaching. Just follow me. Watch and learn.
Oh, yeah, this is not what I saw on YouTube. What's going on here?
Okay, go. Yeah, this is just a disclaimer for everyone on the live stream. This is not how I actually coach. I'm just having fun with Kyle and taking it easy. In an actual coaching session, there's a lot of lines and a lot of roasting and a lot of details.
I was kind of hoping for that.
I'm gonna do that. We have time. Get a little bit consistent. I want to see if you can follow me on
I'm trying to
draft.
get
You're driving like the car has...
Hey,
What?
you took my line.
Yeah, I was gonna say like... You're driving like the car has too much downforce. I'm driving like the car has no downforce. Whoa, still cold tires. I forgot that. Whee!
I think that's my problem though. Like I'm trying to force myself to trust the downforce more, because before I would overslow everywhere and not trust the downforce at all. Now I'm like, okay, let me try to trust the downforce a little bit more.
Yeah, just remember one thing. What does the downforce do? What do you believe the downforce gives to the car? That's an
More
important
grip,
question. What?
More grip.
More? No. Okay, wait. Let me increase your volume here real quick. Stop on the racing line like a genius. Say something?
Let me just double check my. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I did increase your volume a little bit.
Let me double check my output settings.
No, no, it should be good. I can increase a little bit more even. Okay, you're maxed out. Don't scream.
Okay.
Okay, so answer again. What does downforce do to the car?
It kind of like makes the car glue to the ground
When?
during high speed.
Okay, that's important.
Or-
Only
or-
during high
Or
speeds.
relatively high speed. Yeah.
So why does high downforce have a more U-shaped line versus V-shaped line?
Because their downforce can be more effective at lower speeds, I guess. I don't know.
It's the opposite. The downforce is more effective on corner entry because the car still has more speed. And then it rotates less mid-corner because it has less speed and less downforce. So you see, you can't just say that the downforce adds grip overall. It's more grip on high speeds and less grip on lower speeds, which is why we changed the line.
Okay.
Let me wait for you a little bit more. So basically, you can get the car to rotate a little bit more quickly into the corner compared to a Porsche Cup. Toyota, man, if that's overcomplicated, I'm sorry. There's a lot more complicated stuff out there that you're not going to be able to access with your brain. Sorry. I'm going to wait for you a little bit more. Come on, I'm waiting.
I'm doing my best.
So why am I saying all this? Because remember that like it's more on corner entry and exit that you actually feel the downforce. I'm gonna say on the Formula 4, really a little bit more on entry than anything. I'm waiting.
Alright, I'm in your draft.
Okay, let's go. All right, let's go. Focus now.
Focus.
Okay, so you have 10, 4 tenths to find there on the last corner.
What the fuck?
That's good. A tenth there. Turn one. See, there's a lot of time on that double left, double right there. Damn. You really don't want to use the dirt anymore.
Damn, I just lost that entire second there. I went off track a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just like lose all your speed for the rest of the straight. I'll do one more lap here. Kind of finding the limits here. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I fucked up turn one.
Am I passing you or something?
Do it.
I had to go off.
Oh, okay, it's all good.
I'll make it up on the slow right turn out there.
Mhm. I wonder why you go so wide there. Are you getting back on power early?
I don't know.
Hmm.
No, I got a black flag.
It's all good. Forgot chop shift.
I saw you slip.
Stop looking in the mirrors.
Ah!
See? That's what happens when you look in the mirrors.
Your world's biggest fan is right in front of us.
Who? Oh, the guy who hit
Guy. He
you?
was like, you're my hero. That's
Oh,
what he
really?
said in chat. Oop.
Nice line. Yeah, you see, always like just turn the steering more. I think. Okay, I'm gonna watch you drive. Stop. Share your screen.
All right, let's restart
Whoop.
before I get disqualified.
I wonder why you're not getting the rotation there. Maybe you're locking the front. Maybe you're not trade braking enough. Maybe you're trade braking too much. Maybe you're not steering too much. I mean, maybe you're not
Maybe
steering
I
enough.
just-
Your livery is so much better than mine. I have like the
I
old
created-
livery, like super old.
I created this one. I'm very proud of it.
Nice. So let me get you guys here. Sorry for not reading chat, guys. I'm focused on Kyle's career right now. Okay, so let's see if we can
Downgrade
get.
this to 1080. There you go. Let me know when everything is good and you can hear it. And
Yep, it looks like I
blah,
can
blah,
see everything. You can start driving. Oops, that's the wrong camera. There you go. Gonna put this here. Top quality stream through screen share.
Is it like laggy or something?
It's actually looking better than last time.
Yay, cold tires.
It's all good. Hmm. Hey Brian, yeah, we're coaching Kyle now. We're seeing why he's so fucking slow, bro.
Word to the masses, don't be a Kyle.
Yeah, you're just not turning enough.
Am I?
Okay, turn one, turn more. Like before mid corner, bite the apex bit, you know, between 25% and 50%. Wow, you found time. Look at that. Like, and it was a little bit too much, but still way better. You could have trail braked a little bit on the initial turn in to get it to point more, and then relied more on the steering mid corner. I think you dropped the brakes a little bit too fast, so you didn't get like a true benefit. So mid corner here, turn more, and then change direction, turn more. Turn. See? Trail brake a little bit less here. Let it roll. Turn more to steering. Damn! Turn the steering! There's so much grip.
Is there?
Yeah.
I feel like it's sliding.
It does. It does understeer a little bit, but like there's a moment where you reach understeer and it still turns more. You gotta feel that. Turn. Yeah, I see? It understeers, but it still gets more grip. Like when you start feeling that the steering gets a little bit lighter, that is kind of like the peak grip. But like you can still go past a little bit more.
Okay.
No, I said that wrong. Like when it gets peak resistance, you can still turn more, a little bit more to get actual peak grip. So the peak grip feels slightly lighter than the peak resistance. That's better. Trail brake a little bit initially and then turn a lot mid corner. Damn, that was fast steering.
Alright, let's restart session.
So is that a new technique? Heavy hands technique?
Yeah. Well, I learned from the best. You said light, heavy, light, right?
You gotta load a new session. Let's go to the new session. That was funny. But you see,
Light,
there's
heavy,
so
light,
much more
bro.
grip that you're not using.
Okay. Yeah.
Back to
Let's
this here real quick.
do. Where are all the America servers? Does it matter which one we do?
No.
Okay. Let's do, I guess. What's this one? France? Which one has the longest time? We can go to this 041, I guess. Wait, no, there's a second page, duh. 068.
068.
That's an hour long.
Okay, let's do that. I'm just
You
gonna
might have to go
join
to the
you.
second page.
Just gonna follow you. How does the light hands work when you only driving one-handed? It's exactly the same. I remember Pablo. I think he was streaming with a broken arm or something, and he was like driving at the highest level with one hand. I'm waiting for it to show up on you.
I'm at 75% right now.
Okay.
Yeah, driving a Formula 4 is way different. It's way different than like a Mazda, which I'm used to.
Yeah, guys, when I'm talking about understeer to Kyle specifically, like I'm talking about the feeling, not necessarily the effect. I'm not telling him to understeer a lot and go straight. I'm telling him to feel the beginning of understeer so that he can tell himself that that is the limit. Like it looks like Kyle is kind of running away from understeer and just underturning. So ideally, especially in the Formula 4, you want to slide a little bit more. You want to, if you spend like a week sliding the car all over the place and then you dial it back a little bit, you're going to be way faster. But if you're like always under the limit, how the fuck are you going to realize that you're under the limit? You're just going to be consistently like 2 seconds off. I think Kyle is like top 10% right now, right? 2.1K rating.
Only because I'm really good at Okayama no matter what car I drive. I already lost 200 points by just doing Spa.
Oh. Let me get back to you. And remember, you can turn, and if you feel like, oh damn, the car's not turning, you can still touch 1% after. Even if you go to 0%,
You're right.
just go 1% brakes. It's gonna turn a little bit more. Here, you can spin easily 1%. Turn!
I'm waiting for the cold tires to stop being cold.
No. You started racing cold tires. You do the same thing. See? See? See the difference?
Yeah, I noticed that earlier during one of the S-bend turns. I just got more rotation than I thought a little bit.
You might be like relying too much on coasting though. Like you can still trail brake. Just less. But you see, like I see a lot of 0% braking. Try like to connect 1% brakes to the throttle. It might be too much, but just so you can get the feeling.
Okay.
You're letting the car roll too much, I'm gonna say. Get some gap here, slow down. This guy's gonna slow you down big time. Like more. Slow. There's a guy behind.
Oh.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, that's Mahid.
Oh, it's Mahit. Yeah, you're gonna pass him
He's gonna do Mahid things.
after on the straight. Same thing, turn a lot more before the wall. Point the car. It was
My bad.
like apart from the guy there, like it was good entry, but then you took too long to add more steering. Like you
I have
had to
no idea if
keep.
I broke my front.
No, I don't think you did. Did you feel any hit? Oh, damn. Okay. Back to cold tires.
Well.
Yeah, you can reset.
Let's see if it did anything to me first.
Yeah, looks fine. Turn more here. Turn. See how much grip you have, bro.
Okay. Some more speed in.
Exactly. This one is difficult because of the setup. The setup is shit. I think you can like. Yeah, you need to stay on 1% brakes there. You're coasting too much. The car's
Okay.
not
Sure.
giving it all. Same thing here. I think you can still see. I don't know if you can see your telemetry, but you're leaving a little bit too much. Too much of a coasting phase. like this car, especially on the setup right now that we have, it's very understeery on high speeds. So you have to tread brake on high speeds, and then you don't have to tread brake that much on low speed, because low speed it's loose, it rotates well. So it has like different balance between high speed and low speed. Like here, you see how it really wants to turn? It's kind of sliding around. Last corner, turn 1, it's always going to be like a little bit oversteery. See how that's better, but there for some reason I see kind of like a double phase. You turn in, you stop, and then you turn again. Do you feel that?
Turn and stop, like as if I.
Yeah, you're turning
like
in
just
2
pause
phases.
turning.
You turn, you stop, you turn. Like somewhere between entry and mid corner, you're just not using the front grip. You have to use the front grips forever, like from turn in to exit. Look at my heat.
He's cheating.
Nice racecraft. Yeah, no, in this situation, just lift a little bit before, so you get yourself some space. He kind of like was a little bit rude with you. Bad Mahit. At what level do you think someone should get into setups? I'm like 2 seconds or 3 seconds off the pace. If you're 2-3 seconds off the pace, you shouldn't care about setup. You should only care about setup when you're like, if it's an open setup, 1 second off. But ideally, you have to be at least like half a second to 1 second off on a fixed league before it's kind of time for you to learn. Honestly, I would say though, like, if you're interested, if you're curious about setup, it does help you understand the physics of it a little bit more, and it does help you understand driving a little bit more. Like, unlike Kyle, who's cutting everything, if you study setup, you will think about driving technique a little bit better. %1 brakes, turn a lot. See? So in that corner specifically, like you really don't need that much trail braking there because it turns a lot. Because it's still like medium speed. And here you will need. See here how it doesn't want to turn?
Yeah.
Because it's 5th gear. So like the car is fast enough so that there's so much downforce in the rear wing, and then the car just becomes understeery. By the way, I don't know if you guys... What? Say it again?
It doesn't help that it's also cold tires.
It's the same thing. By the way, if you guys were talking about hardware setup, then it really doesn't matter, bro. Like, I went to 5,000 I rating, 5.4K I rating with a G29. That's like 5/10 off the top times. Light hands on the braking. Okay, so turn 1, don't stop turning. You start turning, you keep turning more. Try to notice that you kind of have like this little dead phase. See how better that was? Like you locked a little bit, your initial braking was a little bit off, but like the entry was way better.
Right. Alright, I'll keep practicing that.
See? You did it again. You did it again there. Did you feel it? You turned, you stopped turning, and then you start turning again. I want you to notice when you do that.
I'll gotta save this replay then.
No, it's a feeling. Notice, like, as you do it, you have to feel that you're doing it. You did it again here. Did you notice it?
I wonder if it's because like I'm not so used to like forcing the car to rotate more.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you're afraid.
'Cause
Like the car starts sliding a little bit, you think you're losing it, and then you correct. It's like almost like a phantom correction. Just keep turning.
Yeah.
More. Like, you see how it goes? You want to really like support that slide and stay on that slide. Again, you did it a little bit here. Damn, that's slow. The dirt.
I wonder if it's also because like I'm so used to my, or not used to it, but I have a very heavy steering wheel.
Maybe that even helps, honestly. Like, just keep the tension a little bit. It's light hands, but you're consistent hands. You're not like bouncing on and off the steering, you know? Again, like from entry to mid corner, don't give up on the front tires. Keep using them.
27.341. New fast flat for you.
It's better. Like, I'm telling you to do this, and you're starting to turn in a little bit too fast, which kind of makes sense, like in your brain right now. You can still turn in slowly. It's just one big slow motion. Instead, what you're doing right now is a quick small motion, then you stop, and then you do another slow motion. Get rid of the quick small motion at first, turn in a little bit more slowly to get the car loaded, and then you build up on top of that. So it's one small long motion.
Okay.
Same thing everywhere. Better, but you were still, maybe it was like, I'm gonna say, which is frustrating to hear, but it was too slow this time.
I'm testing the extremes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fine. It's like the spring effect when you're trying new stuff. Not enough steering initially there. This corner specifically, the fast left, like you're not trail braking, right? So you can turn fast. You only turn slowly if you're trail braking, like here. Ooh, that's interesting. You just needed to stay on the brakes. Like you dropped to 0 and kind of trusted that the car was gonna stick. You needed to stay on that 1% and then it was gonna stick. Yeah, okay, so I'm noticing, Kyle, that like whenever you try to trail brake, you immediately panic and you stop steering because you think that the trail braking is gonna make the car spin. That's what's happening in your brain. Whenever I say trail brake, you go back to the problem of not steering. Whenever I say steer more, you stop trail braking. You can still do both.
Right.
You gotta trust, get the car on the slide, and trust that it's gonna stick.
I have trust issues.
You're just turning in too early, that's why. You're turning in too early, then you have no room to rotate. That's what's happening there.
I'll attempt to turn later.
Yeah, let's finish this lap and then I'm gonna drive.
Huh?
I'm gonna drive and share my screen.
Okay.
Keep the 1%. It's steering plus 1%. It was too much there. That was like 30% when you added more steering. But you can still hold it, you see? Like that should be your homework, honestly, like entry over steer every corner just so you can get comfortable with it. Not enough brakes. Mid corner. Turn fast now. Turn fast. Whee! Yeah, you tried to turn in a little bit too early, so you couldn't turn at all.
You said fast now, so I turned fast now.
I didn't say now.
I thought
You
you
have to
did.
remember that I have like a 3-second delay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same thing. You drop to 0 and then you turn more the steering. Whee! Okay, let me drive. Wait, let me share my screen.
Rip Kyle. Can't drive for shit. Where you at, though?
Think this is gonna work. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear the sound. Can you hear it?
Can I hear it is a good question. Are you revving it? I did not hear it.
Nothing?
Nope.
Damn. Let me try something. Try now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do you think I'm overloading you with information?
Not necessarily. It's just that my inexperience with the car doesn't really translate that well yet.
Yeah, it's also like
Like,
I said, you created like a protection system in your brain. You're afraid of spinning. So whenever I try to tell you something that you tried in the past that made you spin, you get afraid of doing it. But what you just did at Lecombe, for example, that was very good. Like you were still trail braking too hard. You were trail braking like 30%, and then you spun. You didn't spin. You got a slide. But it's a good feeling because now you can try again next lap with 20%. Still gonna be a slide. 10%. Still gonna be a slide. 5%. Perfect. You see? So it's like you gotta find like a comfortable amount of brakes that you can still turn the steering wheel. Like I'm consistently kind of dancing with the car and like getting it to slide a little bit and feeling it. Getting it in real life. That's one of the first things that I do is like kind of try to feel how the car behaves like when it's really bending on the tires to get that like G's on my shoulders, on my legs. Like I really feel it. Like okay, this is how much it feels when it sticks, and I get that information, and then I'm gonna use that to set my minimum speeds and then my braking references. You can't see my telemetry, right?
I cannot see telemetry, but I can see.
No, but it's
like
gonna help.
your
Let me just open it real quick. Because the stream can see it, but you can't. So I'm just gonna
You
open
got
it real
that
quick.
boo-boo internet.
Huh?
You got that boo-boo internet though. Because you're double streaming, that's why. Like going through OBS and trying to stream it on Discord. It's like.
Is it very laggy to you?
No, I mean it's watchable.
Oh.
It's watchable.
Okay, cool. Let me just unlock this so I can move it around. Is that fine?
Sure.
Okay. You're gonna see that I still stay on the brakes after turn in a tiny bit, like almost nothing, but that is enough to add that extra grip that is not gonna spin the car. It's just gonna give you more rotation. So your homework is already to develop the trust to stay on the steering on the limit of understeer, and then add a little bit of brakes on top of that to get you more rotation. Like low speed, I can really like throw the car here, you see? Because of the setup. On low speed, it rotates a lot. Fala Twins, valeu pelo raid. Os lendários. See how I had like almost zero coasting phase there? Even on a low speed corner where the car is semi oversteery there, I still relied on a little bit of trail braking to to cooperate with the steering. So that's the thing. Like you're either trail braking or steering a lot. You're never doing both together. You need to combine both.
Okay.
I have no idea where to brake here, by the way.
Figure it out. The thing is, it also like, despite it looking like you are sliding more, not sliding more, turning more and everything, I don't hear your tires as much as I hear it. In
Well,
mine.
this might be just the sound. Like the engine sound might be too high. I can change that to match yours, so you can have a better idea. But I am sliding. Like I can hear the sounds. It's like. Roar.
Oh, okay.
I'm even locking the fronts a little bit too much. So like I can already tell you that like when you get comfortable with that, you can probably move the brake pads even lower so you don't lock the front. See? Look
What's
at
the
the
brake
slide.
pad?
Look straight steering. The car was like going right still. Cuz I'm really building that slide and then just keeping it. You got to get comfortable with like a pretty aggressive slip angle, and you gotta develop the precision to maintain that slip angle throughout the whole corner entry. So the double turning was an issue, for example, that wasn't allowing you to do it.
Damn, you go all the way up to 100%.
I didn't even know. I just braked whatever felt like it was not gonna lock based on the sound of the tires, and then that was like 95%. Yeah, initially you can brake pretty hard.
Interesting.
I'm not really sure at the top
Yeah,
top level because of the surface temperature, but like it felt good there.
Yeah, I'm usually like 70% there.
I'm gonna try. See, I did the same thing you did, like at a smaller level, but I did the same thing. I turned in, and I was like, I'm not really sure if the grip is there, and I stopped turning and I turned it again, and then I missed the apex.
That corner right there is a little difficult because I feel like if the car wants to do a spin, even when I'm not doing a lot of input.
Exactly, yeah. On third gear there, I was pretty much coasting and the car was still sliding. So in that situation, you can still turn. You just need to touch the throttle 5%. You are always gonna use your pedals to allow yourself to turn the steering. Like you wanna turn. You really wanna turn. You're gonna really stay on the limit, and then you're gonna adjust with the pedals. The pedal should be like a support to the steering. Your objective is to turn the steering. The objective of the pedal is to keep the balance ideal so that the car rotates as much as possible without spinning. But if you think too much about the pedals, like people say, oh, you have to steer with the pedals. Like that's a little bit dangerous because then you're forgetting to actually use the steering. I'm gonna try braking less a little bit now here on turn 1. You see, I braked like again 95% there. The car didn't lock. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of difference. Like I felt that the car stopped a little bit less. I had to brake a little bit earlier, but then the car had a little bit more grip mid-corner. So there's a trade-off a little bit. If you brake super late and brake hard, the car is gonna turn less mid-corner. If you brake a little bit earlier and less, the car is gonna turn more mid-corner. And then it really depends on the corner, like what's the best approach.
Right. So you're either like you're sacrificing longitudinal grip for latitudinal. Is
Exactly.
that the words?
Yeah, the brake bias on this car is really, really bad. Like, I'm trying to trail brake a lot, and the car just doesn't want to turn. It locks the inside front.
Where you at right now? Like 56?
Default.
Oh yeah, I dropped mine down to like 56.
Lifting too much there a little bit. You can see that I really turned the car a lot more than you. It feels like I turn 20%, not 20 degrees more, I would say. Let me see my brake bias. Yeah, it's a 57.5.
Try dropping it.
See, I was letting the slide throw the car out there. Same thing here. If you get the slide right, you are going to have to relax your hands a little bit on exit because the slide is gonna just keep itself going. Does that make sense? Like if the car is
I think I feel that a lot in Okayama because I'm more familiar with how to drive Okayama than Spa. Like Spa, I'm very inexperienced at. So I do know what you're talking about there because I feel that slide on exit on in Okayama almost in every single corner. But I haven't like figured out Spa yet because I think like the fundamentals is that Okayama is a slow track, right? So.
Okay, I'm 56.0 now. Let's see. I feel it's way better already.
At what, 56?
Yeah, 56.0. Because it doesn't lock the front. The car is just like free to turn.
I guess I could try after this lap for you and see how well you do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's so much faster here. Zero effort. See what I did there?
What? I saw you almost spin.
Yeah, but how did I correct it? Like, I did a little bit of a correction with the steering, but mostly what I did to save the car was touch the throttle.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I missed it. Still faster because of the brake bias. Woo!
It's sliding.
Yes, but like, honestly, it wasn't too bad. And again, like chat is saying, oh, if you slide too much, are you going to cook your tires? If you slide too much, yes. But in practice, the more you slide and the more you can maintain the slide, the better you become as a driver. So, and you can always dial it back. You can always, like, if you learn precisely how to maintain a big slide, you can easily maintain a slower slide as well. See, after that change of direction there, like I threw the car to the left, it got a little bit of oversteer. I held the throttle. 20% throttle fixed the bounce for me. Let me try one more lap. Didn't relax my hands enough there on exit. I had a good grip. And the more you oversteer on entry, the more you're going to have to relax your hands on exit because of the tire's temperature. I'm gonna watch it now. You see the double turn again a little bit there? Tiny bit, tiny bit. I know it's tough. It's really tough. Like this is not, you're not supposed to fix this like in 1 hour. This is precisely what's gonna make you go from 2K to 3K. So it's a big, big, big change. If you want to use a throttle mid-corner, especially on the last corner there, for balance, it's like 30%, not 100. Ooh, that was better. You're still turning in too early. Like that was not a driving problem. There was a line problem. You turned in too early, and then you just had the wrong line.
Mental note.
Turn in late. Late. Turning in too late this time. Touch the throttle if you feel the car getting loose. You're turning in too early, I think, on this last corner, on the left-hander.
Okay.
Go all the way to the curb and then kind of like flick the car into the corner. It's a timing corner. That was better. That was 1,000 times better with the tray braking there. You can use that curb.
I'm gonna try something after this lap. I'm gonna reduce the bottom dead zone of my brakes. Because I'm pushing pressure, but I'm also noticing that there is no brake pressure in the game. And I think that's because I have like a 7% dead zone.
I have 13%. That's not an excuse.
Well, mother... Fine.
Relax your hands under braking. You're turning around while braking. Before turn 1, lock yourself on a straight line. As soon as you start braking, dead hands. Much better. Much better. And then you...
I could probably brake later.
yeah. But like the braking was better. Yeah, exactly. By the way, chat, if I'm using a bunch of terms that you never heard, it's probably because I'm referring to lessons on the Motor Racing Checklist, which is the online course on racing technique. So sorry about that. Oh, too late turn in. Nice save. See? There's no danger of spinning if you have your throttle ready. You're never gonna spin on that corner. Beautiful. You could have turned a little bit more the steering, but that was very good.
Bootyful.
Beautiful. Too late turn in. Turn. You're not turning. Nice. That's how much you should turn. You see, even if turning gets you into a slide, as long as you do that before the apex, you're fine. If you turn more after you get back on power, that's a problem. But like between 25% and 50% of the corner, that's the place you should turn the most. That's one of the most important things ever. Like, especially if I'm coaching in real life, I see a lot of people crashing because they're afraid of turning where they are supposed to turn. Mid corner, boom, get it to turn. Okay, so relax your hands under braking to turn 1.
26.174.
Hi, Mahid. How you doing?
Yeah, so up until like 45% of the corner, you were great. But then when you got back on power, you forgot to relax your hands. If the car is it's like really on the nice limit, as soon as you smash the power, relax your hands, go straighter, and then the because the slide itself wants to keep going, right? Like if you have some slide on entry and you get back on power, that slide is still there. The car is still over rotating, so you just need to kind of compensate for that. But the entry was very good. Do the same thing everywhere. Nice.
I think I don't have rears now because of that one burnout I did.
Nah, you're fine. Turn. I forgot to turn on entry there. Turn earlier here. Better. I want to see you maintaining a slide throughout the whole corner. That's what I really like. Like that. That was good.
Oh, if you want to slide, I'll slide for you.
I want a consistent but small amount of slide, not a big slide.
Oh, okay. I can go Tokyo Drift if you want me to. I don't think sliding is an issue.
Yeah, careful with the change of direction there. You're always hitting that second apex, like this sausage.
Yeah.
Okay, rotate a lot. As soon as you get back on power, go straight. Relax your hands. It was good. The line, like, I think you locked the front a little bit on turn in. You didn't get enough rotation there.
Okay.
Because that's the thing with this car, like, your driving has to change so much depending on the balance you had on entry. Like, if you understeer on entry, your driving on exit should be completely different. If you oversteer on entry, then your driving on exit should be completely different. Turn. Beautiful. Perfect. Bitch lift. Turn. Yeah. There you go. Same thing here. Like the throttle correction on the left-hander, you can do exactly the same thing. You flick the car. As soon as it oversteers, you touch the throttle. Nice. 1%. Don't coast in this corner. Keep turning right. See how much more rotation you have? You just needed to brake a little bit later there. Like, Because you've been always drifting wide too early on this right-hander, and then having a bad line for the left. Now you know how you can keep the car on the right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Chat is saying that you're improving.
Who?
Chat.
Oh. Thank you, chat. Love you.
Relax your hands. Under braking. Dead hands under braking. Much better. There you fucking go.
Chad's asking who's Kyle.
Who's Kyle? Kyle
You
is
don't want to know this.
one of the most important personnel involved in the whole operation of the Almeida Racing Academy. He makes the squad work, he makes the league work, he makes the bot work, he makes the league standing works. He does everything. Don't lift, don't lift, don't lift, don't lift.
Don't lift, bro.
Throttle, 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 throttle. So in that situation there, the 5% throttle would have saved you. At some point, of course, like right now it's all new, right? Like for you, like at some point, the 5%, 10% throttle when the car starts sliding on entry, is gonna be a natural thing. You don't even think about it. It just happens. Like you're turning, you start turning in, oop, a little bit oversteer. A fraction of a second, you're gonna touch the throttle. Like when it becomes automatic, especially when you already know when it is more likely that the car will lose the rear. Like I say on the new course that I launched, your reaction times improve according to whether you know consciously that something is more likely to happen. So if you know that the car tends to oversteer in a specific corner, then you're more ready to react to it. Okay, don't lift. Don't lift. Keep the throttle ready if you lose it. There you go. There you go. Turn fast. Nice, you did it there too. That's it. You see, on this corner, it doesn't matter because the car understeers because of the downforce. 1% brakes. Stay on it. Stay right. 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 Yeah, the change of direction is going to be a little bit earlier because of the new line. Relax your hands under braking. Stop moving around under braking. Look forward. Find the line. Set up the straight line. Brake. Dead hands. Perfect. Getting better. Nice save. think you can gain a little bit of time on Eau Rouge just by turning less. Like you're kind of scrubbing the front a little bit too much there just do the line that the Porsche Cups do. It's gonna be faster on the Formula 4. Less scrub.
What is that?
I don't know. Watch YouTube. Don't lift. Oh, yeah. Braking a little bit too early here. Good control with the throttle. Very, very good. %. Too much braking there. Yeah, be careful with the flick there. Like this car doesn't like that huge of a flick when you change direction. You can do it, but you have to have your pedals ready. Like you can't do the change of direction off throttle like that. It's gonna just spin. You're gonna find the timing. Now like I feel that you have now a more active pedal work, and you're adjusting the balance with the pedals more mid corner. Like before, 1 hour ago, you were just coasting and praying. Now you're like almost using, like when you're piloting a plane and you use the rudders with your pedal. It's kind of like the same thing. Like you're controlling the balance like with the pedals, always actively.
So what you're saying is I need to get myself a flight simulator.
Exactly. Light hands on turn in here. You're locking the fronts a little bit too much. Yeah. Nice. That was very good. Double turn. Double turn. You turned, you stopped, and then you turned again.
That was a good run too. When
Yeah.
I was also cold tires, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
That felt good too.
Alright, let's do 2 more laps because I gotta sleep. I told myself I was gonna sleep at 3 a.m. It's now almost 4. No!
Gotta abandon all hope there.
I'm just sandbagging, hiding the lap times. What's your reference here? You're braking a little bit too late.
I was trying to brake a little late because braking early was getting me into the wall. But now I'm braking a little too late.
Okay, okay.
And that was a bad Eau Rouge.
Remember, 25 to 50% is where you turn the most on this right-hander. I think you're scrubbing too much on after the apex here. This next one. Turn, 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 turn. See, you did the same thing. Like, you didn't turn on entry, and then you turn a lot on exit. You have to turn more on entry.
Okay.
Brake less, brake less, brake less. Turn fast. Nice. 1%. Stay on the 1% at Pujon. Smash throttle 100%. Boom. Turned in a little bit too late, but it was good. Light hands initially here. Nice. Nice. Throttle a little bit too early. Use the curb.
Oh, what?
Thinking about dinner. All right, let's go. This is the lap. Nice save. You could have braked a little bit harder. Like when I noticed, like if I feel I do it automatically. If I realize that I'm braking a little bit too late, I automatically brake harder.
That's what I did at the chicane. I was gonna brake late, so I just braked it hard.
Mm-hmm. Turn a lot on the entry. I don't want to see the scrub on the exit of this first right-hander. Oh, so much better, bro. Like you see, the front tires are just there waiting for you to turn. Too early braking. Nice. Nice balance there. Turn. Light hands. Nice. Ooh, nice. Good job. Using the brakes there to turn more. Little bit too much scrub here. I really like that you literally went from 0 to 5% to turn more. That was great. That means you're like actively using the pedals now instead of just waiting. Keep going. Not enough braking there. You're braking what, 60%? I was braking 90. So okay, I gotta sleep. I was gonna give you more chances, but I have to go. How did that feel?
I obviously am slower, but that's because I'm learning new techniques. So I'll keep you updated as I practice.
Okay. Yeah, I guess 1 hour and you're gonna kind of like readjust everything and find time. Because like you're slower on a whole lap, but you're way faster on specific corners. You just need to put it together.
Yeah, but I definitely understand what you're telling me to do. I just need to spend some time actually practicing it, you know. So
there you go. Good shit.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah. Thank you for
Same
the trust.
Next week? Just
I'll send you the invoice.
Next week.
All right, guys, I'm gonna sleep. Thank you for showing up and seeing Kyle get roasted. If you like that, let me know. We can do more. And yeah, I think we can stream tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Updates
Sure.
about YouTube stuff. I have one coaching session coming up soon. I have a video about me visiting World of Racing and like racing with the members there, which is a sim racing center in California. They're sponsoring me this year in IMSA. Then we have IMSA episode. Finally, we're gonna do an episode on Mid Ohio, which is the race that I got the Michelin banner. So that's gonna be funny. And after that, we're gonna have Watkins Glen episode as well. So hopefully, I'm gonna be able to do all that in the next 12 days before I fly to Canada for one more round of IMSA. Not sure. Maybe 3 out of those 4 big projects, because each video it takes like 100 hours of work. So I'm gonna be here editing nonstop. Thank you for showing up. If you don't know about the motor racing checklist, preach. Code YouTube20 gives you 20% off. We have 7.5 thousand students, and everyone's getting better. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.